So we're about to scale what was the most human thing of all into infinite numbers. And then robots scale humans in infinite numbers. So when you put AI and robots, you have changed the population dynamic in a way we cannot simply understand. So if we look at Amazon right now, Amazon in the US or globally, I think it's about 1 million workers,
Yeah.
but there are 750,000 robots now. Those robots work 7 days a week, 365 days a year. They never complain. They don't ask for a pay rise. In fact, they basically ask for a pay cut because all technology is deflationary. Okay, these things are staggering. We also have the ability to solve cheaper energy. And if productivity is the units of output per unit of energy, per kilojoule, well, if I look at the electricity price, I use the UK electricity price because it's the longest one I can find. It goes back to about 1950. It's basically stable, right? We've not really changed the cost of electricity over time. But EV, geothermal, solar, geothermal, a whole bunch of these things are lowering the cost. It's just not scalable yet, right? We're seeing, India has the world's largest solar plant, and that's Ambani's built. But what we will see is obviously scalable nuclear as well. So if we lower the cost of electricity from, let's call it a price of 100, whatever that is, units, down to 50, you've doubled productivity.
Interesting.
If you don't lower it down to 25, you've tripled productivity. Okay, so you triple productivity and add infinite people, plus AI is more productive than humans. The speed at which this was happening, I was thinking this was going to be a 2035 event, but I followed the space very closely, and I'm like, by 2030, we literally have no understanding what economies are. What is a company? If you follow the AI companies, it reminds me so much of the token economy, where, let's say, the ICO business, where new business ideas start, they flourish, they get some idea, they disappear, others succeed, but it happens at a very quick rate. We're seeing this in AI, is people are coming up with amazing new ideas. OpenAI kills them in 3 months. If it's not OpenAI, it's Anthropic. If it's not Anthropic, it's Google. If it's like, okay, we have a rate of creation and destruction, a speed of which we have never seen before, except in crypto space. And I'm like, well, how does even VC investing work? How does investing work in this world? What does investing mean when you have an AGI? How do you make money? So it's not just the question of, oh, how are we going to get paid for our work? It's much bigger than that. It's like, we're going to create a world that we can't fathom. There's a group, Nick Bostrom at Oxford, wrote some famous books on this, but there's a whole team of people who look at this, and they've got an economist who started looking at saying, well, listen, it's not that difficult to imagine that global GDP can start doubling in a year or even in a week. And I'm like, it's true. That's not the prediction, but the prediction is we have no idea. So 2030 to me, so I think about, what does this mean for all of us? And the answer we have to say honestly is we don't know. But what I do know is we need to make as much money as we can between now and 2030.
That sounds reasonable.
Because if we don't know, we don't want to be disrupted by everything.
Yeah.
You want to give yourself some comfort, because this is going to be a very complicated time to live through. You can either embrace it or reject it, but it's still going to happen. So the best thing to do is secure yourself the best you can in the meantime.
So make money now, otherwise who knows what will happen after 2030s.
If you want to stay on top of the latest AI news and tools, make sure to subscribe me now and press the bell icon.